So I said I was going to talk about a French novel next time. I did read one, but it was a crime novel, and the central crime turned out to be something that was not YouTube friendly, or something many would choose to read about. So instead, I'm talking about an Italian book I've had since last Christmas, and tried several times to get into, and failed. I forced myself this time, because I actually like the idea of the story. It's this book, Il Barone Rampante, by Italo Calvino. So this book is one of the classics that you'll find on many lists recommending Italian books to read. It was first published in 1957, so it's not as old as many classics, but it still has the problem that it's very difficult to read for a foreigner. Why? Mainly the vocabulary. It starts off with a ton of stuff about, what shall we call it, the noble classes of days gone by. The story starts in the 1760s. Then you start getting a million different names of trees and other flora. That might be a slight exaggeration, but it's a lot. It was difficult to get past these things without looking them up, but as I eventually got further into the book, it did become easier to read. I could recognise when something was, let's say, a class of people, and something was a type of tree, and I let these be ambiguous, because they weren't that important, meaning not vocabulary I was ever likely to need in this case. I really did only get the gist of many passages, so I'm not going to highlight anything in this book. You'll have to go and take a peek at the look inside if you think you might want to read it. So what is the story? Well, it's about the life of a boy born into a well-heeled family who is dissatisfied with his home life and decides to go and live in the trees, never touching the ground again for the rest of his life. The story is, the further it goes on, like snapshots of particular important events in his life and history. Does he manage to stay in the trees? Well, you'll have to read the book to find out. It is an unusual story, I'll give it that, and if you like classics, maybe it's one for you. What will be next? Who knows? Something short, probably.